You know, you got to be careful about fear. I'm looking at the timelines ever since the, election. Everybody is gearing up, putting up these videos about what, this guy's plans are. And now, before this guy got elected, he was still powerful enough to do some damage. In fact, he had already been president, and you survived, you know. And it was bad that time. Now, this time, I see the timeline is just full of fear, and fear creeps in to take away your miracles because you know don't forget, God is still president. I opened the Bible one day, and I opened the Bible several days, and it always is on this because fear was trying to creep in. And look, it was Psalm 140. I'll just read the end of it. Psalm 141 actually. It says, "But my eyes are upon you, O God the Lord. In you I take refuge. Do not leave my soul destitute. Keep me from the snares they have laid for me, and from the traps of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets while I escape safely." You think when this was written, he was president? Or was other stuff happening and people was able to go to the Lord and pray against the wicked? Um, and that's what we have to remember, is that Satan, it has no power. He only has the power to show us lies so that we can speak them, and then the lies start to happen because we give them power. In Proverbs 18:22, it says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those that love it will eat its fruit." Well, that means it's our tongue, it's our power to give away or to keep. So you have to be careful about what's being sold to you. A whole bunch of fear. Even when I'm walking on the block, I ran into people, and people are just like, "You're not," and these are non-black women. "You're not upset about the election?" I was telling them that, God can use anybody, because I just refuse to let it sit in my spirit. And then they're just like, "Still." People, we have to be careful. We also have to remember this other thing too, which is Psalm 91. "1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh me." You know? We also have to remember, I think it's Psalm 143. "Blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle." The entire Bible is a promise of protection, of God's covenant. And he says it right there. He says, "Do not touch my anointed." And when we're his anointed and people are making war against us, then God makes war against them. So in order to experience the vengeance, because God is a just God, but in order to experience the vengeance that he'll take for us, it requires us to just sit in faith and know that he's got it. So I just been walking around being like, "You got it, Lord. I ain't even gonna think about it. I'm gonna turn all of this off. You got it, Lord. I ain't even gonna think about it, because I know for a fact you've been having me all these 49 years. I know for a fact you got me now, in the future. You had me yesterday. You always got me, Lord. And this time will be no different." So